sleep tonight, so I just decided to make a video of what I will be reviewing next, which tomorrow I will be getting my aim real steel 4x32 zoom scope for my TSD M14 that I bought from the one-liner site, evive.com. If you want it, they have it. And I'm getting my replacement battery charger for my Echo1 E90 or P90 ETW that was given me by a friend. I don't know what made him give it to me. He just said that he didn't want it anymore, so I could have it. It's a $170 gun, and next he's planning on giving one of my other close team members a UTG multi-shot shotgun, which is not as expensive, but it's a $50 shotgun, and hopefully when he gets a replacement for it, we'll be making a review over it. So, this is sort of a sit rep. I don't know. I guess you could call it a sit rep. This is just a video explaining what my next reviews are going to be. And we are hoping to have a team meeting on the 22nd of this month, which is good because we get all 6 of the team members together and we just talk about where we're going to go next for not this upcoming team meet, but the next one we're probably going to have an Airsoft skirmish or battle at Badcom Airsoft Field in Manchester, I think. And we're going to have pretty decent guns, most of us right now. 4 out of the 6 team members are running around with very cheap Walmart pistols. But my close friend on the team has a pistol that he bought from Walmart and for about $13, $14. It's actually very good. I bought one and mine had a better spring system in it. Like the spring was more powerful, and his BB would go about 30 feet and then start to drop. Mine would go about 50 to 60 and then start to drop. But ex-team member, I had let him borrow it for a game that we had for a team meeting, and he got mad because it was a 3 versus 3 match, and 2 of his team members got out, and he was the only one left, and all 3 of our team members were still there. I had gotten out one of them, and then my close friend got out the other one, and it was just him left. And in our team, we try not to headshot, but if that's the only thing showing and they're shooting at you, I mean, that's really all you can do. And if they're behind a tree that goes up like this and then makes a very close wide, and that's all you can see is the head. And so he was behind that tree with his pistol. He was aiming at us, and he got one of my team members out, and when we're out, we say hit, and he raised a hand and put our gun above our head, just to signal to everybody that we're out. And then we usually go and reload and start a new battle. And we try to have different battles, like for team deathmatch is easy. I mean, well, I'll get to all those in a minute. But, well, and I was sitting there with my gun, and I mean, I had a Sig Sauer P226, which is a 320 FPS with a .20, and I mean, his head was the only thing showing, so I had to shoot at his head before, I mean, because I didn't want him getting my entire team out. So I shot him, and it hit him right here, right above the eye, and it just kind of nicked him, and he got like obscenely mad, and was like, "Why'd you shoot me in the head? You know, we're not supposed to shoot headshots." And I was like, "That's the only thing showing. We have to shoot it. That's why I want to get everybody masks and goggles for the team. Hopefully we'll gain enough money with all of us working this summer to get us some revision eyewear, which revision is probably the best eyewear out there. The military uses it, and it'll stop 12 gauge turkey shot, I guess, from shooting directly at the glasses from 16 feet away. It'll stop it. And I mean, I don't know how the people at Revision do it, but I mean, they just make the best glasses for everything. And I mean, there's no airsoft gun that's going to be able to outmatch a 12 gauge shotgun and power-wise in that way. And so I'm going to try to get the entire team some of those, so they can't gripe and complain and, well, just bitch about getting shot in the face. So I've been kind of searching for eyewear, face mask, mesh mask, pretty much everything to do with face protection. And so he got mad and went out to the concrete, which I mean, what we were doing, we were playing team deathmatch, so it's like 3 people start out here on the gravel, 3 people start way back here in the woods, and they meet like sort of in the middle. He decided to stay behind this tree and try to shoot us out, which I mean, we were a good 80 feet away. I mean, we had to get close up for our pistols to even reach, unless we wanted to like lob the bullet way up in the air, and then we'd have a chance of losing it, and it would just be by luck if we got somebody out. So my 3 team members started way up here, and his 3 team members started here. He ducked behind the tree, and the other two of his team members ran up, and I went prone with my pistol, and I was about 40 feet away from the tree, like taking cover behind another tree, but I mean, it was just a tree. It wasn't a V-shaped tree, and it was like 2 right here, and I was running right here with my pistol like that, you know, going prone. And I mean, we had screaming pistols, so I mean, I had to shoot and pull back and shoot and pull back. But my pistol had a very smooth slide, so it was very easy to pop. And so two of my team members rushed up, two of his team members rushed up. I was over here by a tree, and he was ducked behind this tree, and they both rushed up kind of to meet in the middle, and one of my team members kind of leapt to the side and shot one of his team members out, and he called his hit, and then the other one just kind of went down into knee stand. I don't know how he just went down on his knee and shot the other one like dead center of the chest, and he claimed his hit. So it was just me and my 3 team members versus him. So he shot and got one of my team members out, but two of my team members that ran up, we got one of them out, and the other one ran back behind a tree that I was covering behind. He ran back and jumped over me and just kind of hid behind the other side of the tree, just kind of like leaning over and shooting every once in a while. Because I had the best pistol for accuracy and range, and my teammate that was still with me had the best pistol for ammo Because, I mean, we both had about, every single one that played that game had a speed loader full of BBs. Which, I mean, a speed loader, 110 round speed loader will last us a pretty good time. We could play for probably like 20-30 minutes, and then we'd have to call a timeout and go reload. Because, I mean, once all of the people in the battle are out of ammo, and then you can do it, call a timeout and just go reload. And we haven't got to that point yet, and so he shot, the person that was stuck behind the tree shot and hit the tree, and it bounced off away from the person that was on the other side of me. And I lined up my sight, and his head was sticking out, and he was kind of going like this. So he shot, like, it was coming directly for me, but it dropped about 3 feet in front of me, and I had to shoot, and it nipped him right here, and he got really mad, and he ran out to the concrete. It's like gravel right here, tree brush back here, and there's a little slab of concrete where our guy goes. And he ran out about right here and just grabbed the gun by the barrel, because it's like pistol grip mechanism for shooting, and you got the barrel right here. He grabbed it by there and slammed it down on the concrete. He broke the rear sights, and the part of the back of the slide. And then at that point, all he wanted to do was go inside and play his PlayStation 3. And I was like, you noob, just because you got shot, you're gonna just be a pansy about it the rest of the night? And he was like, yeah. So I shot him one time, like directly in the back, and he was sitting there playing his PlayStation 3. And he got like real mad. I mean, everybody else started doing it. I mean, there was 5 people sitting on the couch with him playing his PlayStation 3, sitting like right in front of us. And so, I mean, we weren't all ganged up on him. I mean, we were shooting each other. I mean, it was me in a chair, another teammate in another chair, and 3 people on the couch. And the one closest to me was not my best friend, but not my least favorite friend. I mean, he was like in the middle. And, I mean, we were all teenagers. I mean, he didn't have his shirt off, so I had the pistol that he was using during the game loaded with .12s, red .12 gram BBs across them. And so I cocked it back like I was going to shoot Ryan, the pansy, and like I had no idea, but the BB, when I loaded it, it cracked, and I brought it over really quickly and shot him right above the belly button. And I mean, the BB cracked when I loaded it, so it just kind of shattered against his skin. And I mean, this gun was around 215 FPS from point blank with a shattered BB, and that probably hurt. But I mean, you know how it goes. So I mean, his wounds started like just barely bleeding, so we got him bandaged up. And then we all shot at the person, the pansy playing his PlayStation 3. And he was like, you guys are going to shoot at me, I want revenge. So we went outside, lined up in a line with him having my pistol, and we all agreed that he could shoot us 5 times. Just 5 times. Straight in the back, 5 times with my pistol. And I mean, I wasn't using my pistol to shoot him, because I mean, that would hurt from like 7 feet away with 320 FPS. I mean, that would hurt. I mean, we just had little thin shirts on, and he's like, okay, I want your pistol. So I handed it to him, and he was like, okay, the mag's full. You're gonna have to reload it 3 times, but you shoot each of us 5 times. Because the magazine that was in that pistol holds 12 rounds, so it would be 2 rounds for 2 people, and you have to reload again for 2 other people. And you have to reload again for the last person. So we all got outside lined up, and he stood at the stairs and acted like he was going to shoot us, and then he ran back inside and locked the door. And not meaning to be like me, but pardon my language, but that really fucking pissed me off. And man, I went inside, because I mean, he threw my gun like in the soft grass, which I mean, I'm glad he did, because if he would have threw it on the concrete, I probably would have hit him. And so I grabbed my gun, cocked it, because it had a full magazine, so I loaded it, and my mom was outside, and she had the keys to the house, so she unlocked the door, and I blasted through the door, and he was sitting up front of his PlayStation 3, and when he noticed me coming in the door, he got up and he ran into a corner, which I think is the stupidest thing he ever done. And I put the gun right here. The barrel was right here. I mean, about this far from his face, right between his eyes. And I was already I was putting pressure on the trigger, and I mean, it was about to fire. And he was like, "Your mom told me if it got too bad, I could bust the door." I was like, "We just got outside for you to shoot us," and he ran inside like a pansy and locked the damn door. And I was so close to putting the gun in the other hand, bringing it up to his eyes, and just hitting the shit out of him with my right hand. I mean, if I would have hit him, he probably would have knocked him out. Because I mean, he's a real pansy. And he's probably like 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there, between 5'9" and 5'11". And I mean, I'm a pretty short dude. I'm like 5'7". So, and I mean, this started out as an Airsoft cigarette, but now it's like story time or something. But my next two reviews are going to be, you know, the TSD M14 with my aim real steel scope, 4x32 zoom, and my Echo1 P90, E90 and ETW, which stands for Elite Tactical Weapon. I have the boxes for both. I ordered the TSD M14 off of ebike.com, best site you can go to for any airsoft needs. Their customer service is absolutely amazing. When I ordered the TSD, my M14, I ordered it from them the 3rd or 4th of the month, and it was there the 7th, maybe 7th or 8th. And I mean, I live in Tennessee, and they're way out in California. I mean, their customer satisfaction and customer service and support is just unmatched by any airsoft retailer I've ever seen. And I mean, so I have to get a replacement charger for my P90 because my friend was the friend that was a pansy. He's the one that gave it to me. And like he was like, okay, here's the charger, here's the gun, here's the spare magazines, and here's the box. And so ready till I went to sleep that night, and he opened the box, got the charger out, and cut it in half with a knife. And I was like, what's wrong with you? And so now I have to get a replacement charger, and I don't know what type of battery connector Echo1 P90 has. It would be great if somebody would post a comment saying it's a large type Tamaya or a small type Tamaya, so I wouldn't have to buy a battery charger and a small to large and a large to small type Tamaya connector. But that's the next two guns I'm going to be reviewing. I've said this many times. Are going to be a TSD M14 Full Size Airsoft replica 1-to-1 scale,